I can't even believe how many naked Twitch streaming profiles I see when I'm browsing through Twitch. And I can't help but notice because one of the most asked questions I get on my channel is how do I grow on Twitch? Yet people aren't even using the tools that Twitch provides to give themselves a leg up. Twitch discovery is already behind every other platform for content creation. It consists basically of a list that's aggregated by how many people are watching. And that means if you aren't streaming, it's pretty tough to even be found at all. I've searched through hundreds of Twitch profiles for all different levels of creators, and there are a few things that are pretty clear about how to set up your Twitch channel properly to give you the best chance to grow an audience. Let me show you how to set up your Twitch channel using simple free tools to help you get noticed. We've got a lot to get to, so you know what? Let's get to it! Hello my YouTube friends! All the tools I'm going to show you today are totally free, and there are links in the description down below so you can check them out for yourself. Let's jump right in and dress up our Twitch channel for success. This is incredibly naked, and it's definitely not how your profile should look. I mean, if we go into about, there's nothing here, there's nothing on home. All of this stuff is totally generic. It doesn't say anything about you. And the truth is that if you're going to want to be found, you're going to need to at least use the small number of tools that Twitch gives you to help make that happen. So we're going to go ahead and click the edit. It's going to bring you right into here. And the first thing you want to do is set up your bio. And this should be a description about what you do or what you plan to do on Twitch, and maybe a little bit about you. So mine might say something about multiple years of live streaming, and there we go. So, you know, it's not perfect, it's not even great, and you should probably spend a lot more time figuring it out, but at least put something in here. It can even be a lot more witty and entertaining than that, because that sucks pretty hard, but it's something. And next we're going to go into brand, and we're going to add a profile picture. Now I just went out to Pixlr and I created a profile picture. Super simple. Blue background, channel name, image. You can use your logo, you could use an image. It doesn't matter. You can do whatever you want, but it should be something. It should not be just a naked profile. So use the tools that they give you. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go in here and we're going to select our profile picture. We're going to go ahead and just see if we can make this fit. And you can see that doesn't even fit in the circle, but I don't care. There we go. That'll work. We could probably fix it later, but we can do that later. It's something. Get something in there that represents your channel. We're going to do the same thing down here with the banner. So we're going to upload, and this is the same thing. I just went into Pixlr and I created a banner. It has my streaming schedule and my stuff. That's it. Very simple. The background on this is just a gradient. It took like 30 seconds to make this. Let me show you how I created my profile banner, and it's free and easy. We're going to use Pixlr. Pixlr's free. Doesn't cost anything to use, and we're going to go ahead and create a new image. And our height and width, it pretty much tells you if you just click on any of this stuff right here. 1200 by 480. So we're going to go 1200 by 480, no background. We're going to create. That's what it's going to look like. We can choose a gradient. I'm just going to go with the black to white. Actually, I'm not just going to go with the black to white. Let's just change the color. So we've got this color right here, and let's change that to a light blue. There we go. And we'll go this color and we'll change that to a white. There we go. And now we can just drag it across here, and our background layer is done. And then what we're going to do is go ahead and add an image in here. So I'm just going to use this one right here, and we're going to add to the current. And what we're going to do is select it, and we can zoom out and just make this smaller. We're going to make it small enough so we can remove the background quickly first. In order to do that, it's pretty simple. We'll select this tool here, and we're going to go ahead and select. You can see since it's all black, it's pretty simple. We want to remove a selection here, and boom. And there we go. Then we just need to go up and edit and clear. And we're just gonna keep clearing it until we can't see it anymore. And there we go. We should be able to just select and deselect. And there we go. And now we can just move this wherever we want. So that works. And then we just need to add some text. And we can select what type of text we want to add. If we want to use a preset, we're going to just add text. And now we can select the font. And that'll work. We're going to select a text color. And then we just need to modify the text. And for this, we're just going to use the channel name. And we can adjust the size of the text and all that fun stuff. And there we go. And then we could just put the schedule over here on the other side. And the easy way to do that is to go ahead and just copy and paste that so you get the same size. And then we'll select text here. And we want to maybe shrink this down a little bit so it will fit in our area. And we're going to do some formatting here. So we want it left aligned and bold. Sure, we can do letter space and line space, all that fun stuff. If we go over here into styles, we can add backgrounds, outlines. So we want to do an outline. We want to do dark black outline. We can also do punch out, which is pretty cool. So that's our outline. Let's do a drop shadow. And what we're going to do is change our direction for our drop shadow to that. Lower our opacity to make it a little more visible. There we go. Add some distance to it. And there we go. Make sure that it's the right color. And so now we've got what we're looking for. We could probably do the same thing with this. We can add an outline and a drop shadow to it, and a drop shadow to this. And there we go. Basically, we got our banner. Super simple. You know, you just go file and save, and you tell it what quality you want your stuff. So we want it high quality, PNG, transparent. We don't need the transparent saved because nothing's transparent here. And we can save it as, and we name our file banner, and there we go. And you get 3 daily saves, so that leaves more than enough to go ahead and do the second part of this, which will be this right here, our profile picture. This one is a super small, tiny picture, and you can do better than I did, but I just used the exact same thing. So I just made a small square picture in here. The process is no different. And we're gonna upload an image here, and we'll use our banner pick right there, and boom. So now we have a banner. We're gonna do the same thing with the video player banner. We don't need to get complicated here. We're just gonna do the same thing, and boom. So now we've got banners, we've got a populated thing. Now the other thing that you wanna do is we're gonna change some settings. We're gonna go in here to stream, and we wanna make sure that we're definitely storing our past broadcasts and publishing our VODs, so that the second that we get stuff up there, you know, you're gonna populate your channel. So when people search for you or look for you, there's gonna be something for them to watch. You also wanna enable clips so that you could clip out your stuff and all that good stuff. And featured clips. Enable all of these things because they make it easier for your channel to look populated and for people to kind of have something to look at even when you're not live streaming. So now if we go out here and we can reload this, we'll see that now we've got this in place of here, and we've got our little banner there, and we have to put our custom image right there and save it so that when we go back over here and we reload it, now there we go. Now we're looking normal. That's at least something. You know, now it's not a blank channel. Then we want to go in here and we want to fill out our about page and add panels in here. So the about page is going to have any sort of images or pictures that you want to represent you and your channel, a list of rules, maybe a little bit of an about information. You don't just want this to be a blank thing. So we can go into edit panels, and there are some panels here that you can add automatically. And we're just gonna add a new panel, and we're gonna use some really cool tools to do that. We're gonna use these free Nerd or Die profile panels right here. And so to get to these, you just go to Nerd or Die, you go into Create, and we're gonna go to the Twitch panel maker, and we're gonna make custom panels. And then all we have to do is find that one right here, and boom. So it's super easy. You can change the actual text that's there if you like. You can make it whatever you want. Well, let's do a rules one. All right, and we can use our own colors. So the white looks good. We're gonna go with yellow here. Actually, we're gonna go with the blue in the back there, and we're gonna go with a yellow here, and so that matches my colors. And it's really simple. We could just download the PNG, and so now we've got our rules panel PNG right here. And all we have to do is then go into Twitch, and we can click the plus. We can add a text or image, and we'll add an image. And all we have to do is go to our downloads where we just downloaded that image, drag it there, done. And so now we have that. And all we have to do is kind of put our rules in there. And this uses markups. So there is a panel right here. It shows you how to use markup. And so we could actually do a header list like this so that it would come out as bullet points for our list of rules, that sort of stuff. Take the 30 seconds, make your rules panel, make your about panel, make this populated. And you know, because the markdown is not, it's not rocket science here. This is not super difficult to figure out how to use. So unordered list, you just click the plus, and you know, you throw it in there, and it's going to be the plus. It's pretty simple. Let me show you what I mean. So we could do an ordered list or an unordered list. It doesn't really matter. So we'll do no. All right. So basically, you get the point. You add your rules there, and you submit this. And then when we get out of our edit panels, there's what you get. Pretty simple. We can go back into our panel maker here, and we can make this second one and download it. And we go back into here. Super cool. Absolutely 100% free. I love it. You can, you know, sure. It's simple. It's free. It's easy. You don't have to stress too much about making this stuff. You just gotta make stuff. And you can basically use the same information that you used here. Why not? Boom. Now when we turn it off, we've got two panels here. Look at that. We could use markup to make this look even better by bolding stuff and everything else, but you don't have to. The last one, you know, I think you probably definitely should do is have a way for people to support your stream. So go ahead and make a support and go ahead and download that. And then we can go back into here and click. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put to, you know, to support the stream, you can donate here and then put your link in there. And bada bing, now you've got some rules, you've got your about page. You can reorder these if you wanted and all that stuff. So you're all set with everything that you need. Now, obviously, when you have videos, it's going to populate down here under home. People can go to your about. This is what's going to show up when you're actually physically live. So people will be able to see, you know, this stuff when you're actually live. You can also edit these panels by just using extensions with latest followers and that sort of stuff. You could put your schedule in here. In fact, I highly recommend, if you don't put your schedule in your images up here in a way that's more readable than I did, I highly recommend that you go ahead and create another one of these and just call it schedule. Really easy. And guess what? It doesn't look like there's nobody using this channel. It looks good. You can even go in there and add some changes here. You can change up the colors or whatever so they don't all have to look exactly the same. You can do whatever you want. The point is that your channel is populated and you don't look like there's nothing going on. You just want to use the tools that they give you in order to have the best opportunity to be successful on Twitch that you possibly can. Now that Twitch is all set up and looking good, you should probably know the other pieces to help you get noticed. So go ahead and check this video out for 15 easy tips on how to start growing your Twitch audience. If you want to ask me a couple of questions directly, you can always join my live stream every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'd love to see you there. And if you're always looking for tools, tips, and tricks to help make you a better live streamer or YouTuber, subscribe to the channel. My name is Michael Feyrer Jr. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.